Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great and hope you're holding on relatively well in these markets. And welcome to this video right now on Solana. I needed to do a full update right now, given the fundamentals and given what's going on in the markets. I mean, what's been going on since basically yesterday afternoon, but especially this morning. This morning it has been quite aggressive, but that's fundamental bearish pressure. As you can see, the S&P 500, so stocks, equities are pushing down quite aggressively. The volatility index opens higher right here. And yes, I mean, it's pulling down slightly, but ultimately this is still incredibly elevated. I mean, the last time we were at these levels was April. Gold is still going parabolic. So the fundamentals in the general markets have worsened quite significantly since the last time I did a video on Solana. And that last video on Solana, I was relatively optimistic. I was relatively optimistic about some of the undervalued ecosystem projects of Solana. I was quite optimistic as well about just the general fundamentals of Solana, right? DEX trading volumes, TVL, stablecoin market cap, etc. And I still am, but obviously the fundamentals around the markets, so not specifically for Solana, matter a lot as well, and those have changed. All right, so with that, I've changed my mind as well. I'm sidelined on Solana, right? I don't have an active position on that, and I haven't had an active position in this since I think the 24th of September, right? So it's very easy for me to say, I think this is most likely, that's most likely. But I think the best decision right now on Solana, at least short to medium term, I mean long term, I think you could make an argument for buying Solana right here, but that's but it's a tough thing to do as well. But I think short to medium term, the best decision right here, and that's not financial advice, but that is staying sidelined, staying out. But okay, when we're talking about Solana right now, the thing is that first of all, we are very much dependent on the fundamental developments, right? So we're very much dependent on the news regarding the trade conflict between China and the US, the situation or the war in Russia and Ukraine, which is very dependent on that. And when we're talking about Solana specifically, I mean, we are seeing some bouncing right here, and Solana is one of the strongest coins in that bounce. But obviously, I mean, this is over the course of the last hour. If you zoom out, we're still down bad. And the key level for Solana is very, very clear here. And that's the yearly rolling VWAP. We need to reclaim that. And I'm not even certain where obviously sometimes it's different where that is, but it's on Coinbase it's around 184. On Binance it's around 186. That's the key level, right? 184, 186. That's a respected intraday key level in general already, but that's also where we have the yearly rolling VWAP, and that's the level we need to reclaim. If we're unable to reclaim that, first of all, that's pretty bad news, but second of all, that would mean we're going to drop down lower. And the next support level, that's lower than the spike we had last week Friday. The next support level would be around 168 and 165. That's this support level right here. But honestly, if you zoom out, if we really are unable to reclaim the yearly rolling VWAP here, and on the daily time frame, we have already started to go into a downtrend here. On the 12-hour time frame, we have already done that much earlier. On the 3-day time frame, if we're unable to reclaim the yearly VWAP here, the yearly rolling VWAP, we've also broken the 3-day uptrend, which the last time we did that was the beginning of July. I think you have to be honest and say, all right, well, the next support level is 165 and 160, but then we can drop down all the way into 150 and 140. So be aware of that, be prepared for that. And for now, like I said, I think it's best to wait for the fundamental development and wait if we're able to reclaim the yearly rolling VWAP. Because if we are going to be able to reclaim that yearly rolling VWAP, then forget about everything I've said and we're fine. And we can stabilize and we can get some stability up to $200 as well. So those are my thoughts. We'll have to wait for that. I would say it's better to expect, and I would say it's a little bit more likely as well, looking at the fundamentals right here, that we will still drop down lower into that level at 165 and 160. But I'll keep you updated on that probably on Sunday, so be aware of that. But for now, that's it. Thank you for watching. Take care, everybody, and bye.